Middle of China, maybe.
Okay, hold on. Let me let in. There's a few more people here. It's being live streamed. Oh, I'm still trying to let. There we. Oh, Joe Scott coming. And Chuck Malcolm is here today too.
How you doing, Bill? All right. I'd like to call to order a meeting of the Ulster County Industrial Development Agency. Pledge of allegiance, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call, please.
James Malcolm,
Here.
Diane Einen. Oh, she's muted. She's here. Michael Ham. Where'd
He's
he go?
here.
Oh, he's muted. Faye Storms.
Here.
Orlando Reese is running a few minutes late.
Right.
Okay. And Daniel Savona
Here.
and Richard Jones.
Here.
Perfect.
The mission statement of the Ulster County IDA is to advance the job opportunities, general prosperity, and long-term economic vitality of Ulster County residents by targeting tax incentives, bonding, and other assistance to foster creation and attraction of new business and the retention and expansion of existing business. Could everybody take a minute and look over the minutes from our last meeting? And at that time, I'll entertain a motion to accept as presented or any changes.
Rose, just on page 7,
Yes.
under new business, in this, the last paragraph.
Yeah.
Due to his position on the Town of Rochester Planning Board, Richard Jones recused himself as he has done in the past.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. Oh, yeah. Okay.
It's,
Got it.
well, just grammar.
Yep. Got it. I think it was the last sentence I added when I was revising them.
I'll make a motion to approve the minute.
I have a motion.
second.
Do I have a
I'll
second?
second.
Who? Dan does. Anyone on the question? No. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Nay. Okay. All right. Public comment on agenda items only. Anyone? Good morning, Lucia.
She's muted.
Anyone?
Yep. I can unmute her. I just wanted to make sure there's nobody else. Did you get the request? There you go.
I'm on.
Good
Good morning.
morning.
Good
Did you have a
morning.
public comment?
I did. I was actually looking to address the board regarding our project. It was several months ago. It was the last time I was here, so I hope everybody is well at this point. But I'm not sure how much the board is aware. Let me rewind. I wanted to start off first by thanking all of you for your support and your help and approving this project and working with me through the months that it took us to get the project approved. We sincerely appreciate it. The tax credits for the pilot are tremendously important to this project. And the reason I'm here is because we're pretty much stuck in limbo. I had sent a letter out to the Ulster County Executive this morning. I CC'd Jim Malcolm and through Rose through email. So I think you should all have that. But the letter pretty much went through and explained exactly what's going on. I'm confused and frustrated at this point. You all approved our project 7-0 on May 19th. And today I can't get a response from the county executive's office. I can't get a call back. I can't get a response to my letters. I can't get a text. I can't get any reason why he's not confirming our project. And we went through everything we needed to go through with the DEC for the Eagles. We were given a finite period of time in which we could do noise generating construction, which is between now and the end of the year. If we don't do that by that point, we have to start all over, pay another biologist to observe the site, and keep our fingers crossed next year that the Eagles leave early. Not only that, but as of right now, I'm in limbo for the pilot. I don't have an approval. I don't have, or not an approval, it's a confirmation. I looked up the legal language. The legal language says that the executive needs to confirm decision. And right now, nothing is happening. I don't know where to go. And in the interim, this project over 15 years of the pilot will generate $37,500,000 in tax revenue, sales tax revenue alone, not even payroll tax. We never even talked about payroll tax, and our 18 additional employees that we're going to add. And the cost of the pilot is $1.5 million. So at the end of the day, and you all knew this, I'm preaching to the choir at this point because you all saw the numbers. So I guess my question is, and my comment is, how do I move forward? What do we do? How can we make this project happen? And why is there a delay?
I have one question, and actually, I'm going to ask our legal counsel, in your opinion, and after your research, what does the phrase confirm mean in regards to this project, as the applicant put out that the county executive has to confirm? What does confirm mean to you in regards to this project, Joe?
Well, based on the work that we've done with this IDA and with other IDAs, Chair, it's essentially to agree / indicate that they're not disagreeing with the procedural steps and the findings that the IDA has made with respect to a particular project.
Well, what does you've had some discussion. So are they disagreeing with what we found? Because I was under the impression that it was about confirming jobs. So please, you know what? Just for the applicant's sake, okay? Please explain to her the process that we've gone through in regards to this issue.
And it's a process that we have followed in other similar projects that required this action, Chair, where we obviously copied the governmental entities, including the county executive, with respect to the scheduling of the public hearing, notified them of the public hearing. Then, as we went through the process of the approvals that the IDA needed to do, as we got toward the end of the process, we assemble materials for the county executive's office. That includes the application, the public hearing notice, the public hearing record, the comments received, and then we send them the approving resolutions, including the resolution where we make the job finding, which needs to be confirmed, which is under the statute, needs to be confirmed by the county executive. And then we send the certificate to the county executive, all in one package. So that's our standard process. That's the standard process that we follow with our other IDA clients. And that's been followed with respect to this matter.
So without potentially being contradicted, we've hit all our benchmarks. We've done everything we're supposed to do at this point as a board.
Absolutely.
Okay. So the responsibility here, and I would love to tell you, I think what you're doing as far as reaching out to the county is what you need to be doing. This is a project that this board put a lot of time and effort into, with public meetings and listening and trying to take the applicant through the process and make it as painless as possible. And quite honestly, first and foremost, as a board member, I've really never seen anything like it. So the answer, I'd love to give you an answer, any answer, but the answer again lays at the administrative level on the sixth floor. I don't know what to tell you as far as that goes.
Chair, could I
Any
make-
other board members want to weigh in?
Yeah, I would like to weigh in, Chair.
Sure.
And I appreciate the way you framed where we're at. And I also appreciate Joe describing what the role of the county exec is. Significantly, in my mind, the law says he must confirm. It doesn't say the county exec approves. We did the approval. To me, a confirming, I could make the argument that that's nothing more than acknowledging, the courtesy of acknowledging that it was approved by this board. So I would like to suggest that Joe look into this board simply moves, declares, makes a motion to move forward with the inducement and informs all the affected taxing authorities that this entity is now receiving the pilot benefits that we approved, and just move forward. If the county executive's office feels that that's incorrect, let them sue to stop that. Is that something, Joe, that we're able to do? You know, and may I add, you know, we had talked about, well, let's sue the county exec's office. Well, that gets us nowhere because we've already approved it. What are we suing for? It would
Well-
almost have to be the applicant suing.
Yep,
But-
and actually, may I interrupt you, Rick?
Yeah.
I'm becoming a little concerned about the tenor of the conversation and subject. Maybe we should go into executive session to discuss, or exempt session to discuss in more detail. Because I don't want anything on the record that may impact us on a going forward basis.
That's a good input. Thank you.
Anyone else on the board want to weigh in on this project? We all sat there and worked on it and got behind it. So if there's any concerns, by all means.
Jim, I
Okay.
had a question, Jim. Have you or Rose spoken to our county executive about this?
Yeah, we have, and we'll discuss that in session.
Okay.
You know, Jim, I'd like to say something.
Yep.
So my feelings on this one is that Romeo Kia checked all the boxes. They went through the complete process. It was 3 to 4 months, Rose, correct? With the public hearings, we had comment period. There was times to write in, and at 5 minutes of 12, everyone shows up and it's no good. So my only question to all the people that came out and said, you know, this shouldn't go through or whatever have you, is where were they for 3.5 to 4 months? Were they sleeping under a tree? Were they down in Sleepy Hollow? Come on, let me know what's going on here. And I feel as though the applicant was also being told that their lease was going to extinguish, correct? They weren't going to re-up the lease. They didn't leave Ulster County. They just moved to another part. They're going to create the 18 jobs, right? Proposably, right? Future 18 jobs. I mean, it's there. The job is there. So I just think that we need to get them to move ahead with it, you know, get this job to move ahead. And I feel as though as a board, everybody here did their due diligence. We followed the rules and we put it out there. So, you know, I hope we can come to a conclusion on this and get this matter settled.
Any other discussion on this? And I can certainly tell the applicant that there will be more as a board, not so much in quite a public forum here under executive session, more than likely, as to where it puts us. And, you know, I know all too often people use the phrase, I feel your pain. I'm sure you have a tremendous amount of soft costs that you've incurred already. And win, lose, or draw, you don't get those back. The only way you get those back is if you have a successful project and over time, you know, it gets pushed back in and you realize the successful profit that I'm sure it will generate. So, I'm not being condescending with you. I'm really trying to be as politically correct as possible at this point. I got to watch Mad Dog Rick sometimes. He keeps me on my toes a little bit. But, we hope to put a smile or help put a smile back on your face and the Romeo family, and hopefully a successful project. And at this time, it's the best we continually our spokesperson on this, our point person, of course, is our CEO and our attorney, and they'll continue to keep you abreast of what's going on. Okay.
Yes, and I appreciate that. I really sincerely appreciate all of your comments and your efforts to make this happen. I just, there's nothing more frustrating than, as you said, we checked all the boxes, and this just seems to be purely political at this point. And there's nothing more frustrating than that. I just want my project to be judged on the merits, create tax revenue, create jobs, move forward. We have about $1.5 million in it so far, and that money means nothing if we can't build the building. I have to be able to build the building. And unfortunately, I have this time crunch because of the Eagles. So it's just monumental. And again, I sincerely appreciate all the efforts.
Outside of the jobs, the commitment to utilizing BOCES for training, it certainly checks all the boxes that everyone's looking at. So, bear with us as we will exhaust all our remedies. And at that point, that's a decision. What you eventually have to do or choose to do is something that will be, up to you and your advisors and counsel. But we're going to continue to try to, although it's not smart to push the rock uphill, but if that's what you have to do, that's what you have to do. So thank you again for your go ahead, Faye.
I'm sorry to interrupt. I'm sorry. I have one more question for Lucia. Your crew who's doing the building, do they have a time frame that they're available, and only a certain time frame? Or, you don't know when you can start. So are they available? Because everyone's so crazy busy right now.
Right. Well, we're working with a local contractor who's working with local subs. They all know the status on the project. Everyone's pretty much in limbo, but understanding that if this signature comes across across my desk, essentially, if the project gets confirmed, we're go hard from now until the end of the year. So
Okay.
They are all under that understanding. And again, this is why we wanted to use local, because they get it and they are willing to work with us. And we've got some great people on board.
All right. Thank you.
Anything else under public comment on agenda items only? No? Okay, Rose, please, executive session. What do we say?
So we are now going to go into executive session, obviously pending the motion, but executive session for the advice of counsel, and then also to discuss pending litigation.
Okay, I need a motion to go into executive session for all of the above.
So moved.
I have a motion. I have a second with Rick Jones. Let the record show, I believe it's 9:19.
No, yep.
Okay, and I just for Bill's sake down there, I believe we're be close to an hour.
Yep.
But we will let you know if it's sooner, Bill. We'll let you know, okay?
Pending litigation on which case, please?
You would have to speak with our CEO about that.
Well,
Joe?
Yeah, it's the Kingstonian matter, Bill.
thank you.
Thank you, Bill. Appreciate it. Thank
Thanks,
you,
Bill.
everyone.
I'll be
Thank you,
here.
Lucia.
Thank you.
You're gonna put me in the